An investigative report by Mississippi Today revealed Tuesday that former Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant helped former NFL quarterback Brett Favre obtain welfare funds in order to help build a new volleyball center at the University of Southern Mississippi. Favre's daughter played volleyball at Southern Miss, which also is where Favre was a star quarterback. State auditors determined nonprofit leaders misspent at least $77 million in welfare funds in the largest case of public fraud in Mississippi history. The texts show Favre, Nancy New, and Phil Bryant discussing how to divert at least $5 million in welfare funds to build a volleyball stadium at Southern Miss. Stephen A., your reaction to the latest on this story?
Well, my first reaction is that Brett Favre looks sleazy as hell. This is one of the more egregious things that you could possibly fathom. And the thing about it that really vexes me is that I'm going to say it. Most folks may not say it. I'm going to say it. You know, on so many occasions, the black athlete laments the fact that the slightest thing that happens, they're paraded all over the news and all over the airwaves. It's not to say that Sports Center didn't touch it or whatever, but I certainly haven't heard too many people in the profession that I know, that I have seen talking on a plethora of issues over the years, say anything about Brett Favre. And I know he might be on the competition for the competition or whatever the case may be. But let me tell you something. I applaud my brother Shannon Sharp for calling this out the way that he did yesterday. Because I'll be damned if I wasn't going to do it today. I didn't even know about it. I wasn't paying any attention to it. And then all of a sudden I see this stuff coming up. I couldn't have been more appalled. Let's put this in its proper perspective. The golden boy Brett Favre. I mean, remember him, Molly? Oh, look at him jumping to the arms of his offensive lineman. Oh, look at him falling down and flipping the ball underhanded. He's the little kids in him. The game never leaves him. And everybody's applauding. Here you are in the state of Mississippi, involved in a scandal where you're bleeding money from potential welfare recipients. People who are poor and impoverished and struggling for every nickel and dime they have, scratching and clawing to eat, to have a roof over their head, to have clothes on their back, as recently to have water. This man is involved in a scandal where money is being taken from them. This is bad. Now, there was a point where he owed $1.1 million, and he's caught via text messages asking for help to get him out of that jam. You got an additional $5 million that was thrown into the university for a volleyball court. Oh, by the way, his daughter was a member of the volleyball team. So there's some nepotism there in terms of favoritism. You got connections with the governor of the state. And because of that, you bled perks that ultimately facilitated you having millions of dollars in your pocket at this point, allegedly. But nevertheless, it's been talked about by the Washington Post. It's been talked about by numerous news organizations throughout this country. He is in the throes of all of this, and none of us have said a word. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.